Another big story we're following tonight, the fight to bring high-speed rail to Florida. Today, the Florida Supreme Court heard oral arguments in a lawsuit challenging Governor Rick Scott's refusal to accept the $2.4 billion in federal money. It's all for the proposed Tampa-Orlando high-speed rail line. A ruling is expected tomorrow, which is also the deadline for accepting the stimulus money. Our Rebecca Medina joins us now with more on what the mayors are saying from the cities affected by the governor's decision. Good evening, Rebecca.
Good evening, Wendy. The battle over high-speed rail has dominated the news for weeks. But even lawmakers fighting the governor acknowledge it doesn't look good. And that means the money train is likely headed elsewhere. It's the final countdown to a decision on the high-speed rail system that Governor Rick Scott is saying thanks, but no thanks to. As the Supreme Court was hearing arguments from lawmakers who believe he overstepped his authority, the mayors of Tampa, Orlando, and Lakeland were telling reporters they've addressed all of the governor's concerns.
We get $2.4 billion of federal money, which is partly their tax money, which otherwise will go to another state. Then the private sector will come in and they will build and operate the system.
The other issue, if the rail failed, taxpayers would have to pay back that very enticing $2.4 billion of federal money.
Probably the most key component, which we have gotten from the U.S. Department of Transportation, is the express waiver by the U.S. DOT of any repayment obligation if the project were not to be successful.
Just because you say something that you're not going to be liable doesn't make it so. So I would say show me the documents, put them in front of the lawyers, and then we'll make that decision.
Tea Party leader Sharon Calvert doesn't buy it. Like many others, she believes private companies assuming the rail risk will end up asking for a government subsidy later. Tampa Mayor Pam Iorio said absolutely not.
This is a privatization project where once the money is given by the federal government to build the rail line, it is up to the winning bidder to absorb operational costs and construction costs.
So, in summary, absolutely no risk to the citizens of Florida.
And the mayors came together and summarized their plan in a letter that went to the governor today. He has until tomorrow to approve a different plan and tell the transportation secretary whether or not Florida will take the money. And of course, we'll be watching for the decision from Florida Supreme Court.